Principal Staff Officers of the Naval Headquarters, Directors, Senior Officers, Ladies and Gentlemen of the Press, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. I'm Commodore A.O.I.1, Director of Information, Naval Headquarters. This is to welcome you specially to this joint press conference on the the transfer of Motor Tanker HEROIC IDUN from Equatorial Guinea to Nigeria. At this point, may I respectfully request the CNS rep to make the press recipient.
The representative of the Ministry of Defense, representative of the Ministry of Justice, principal staff officers, directors, deputy directors, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by generally welcoming you all to this press briefing, to thank you for coming on time, and for me to apologize for coming slightly late as well. Thank you for your patience. As you are aware, you are here to be briefed on the update on the Motor Tanker HEROIC IDUN, which we have previously briefed you about 2 months back. So I will start. You may recall that on Friday, 19th of August 2022, the Naval Headquarters briefed the press on the arrest of Motor Tanker HEROIC IDUN by the Equatorial Guinean Navy. It was mentioned then that the Very Large Crude tanker had entered the Nigerian Maritime Environment on 7th of August 2022 and headed for Akpo Field without any form of authorization or clearance. For the avoidance of doubt, MT HEROIC IDUN with IMO number 9858058 is registered in Marshall Island with an overall length of 336 meters, 60 meters breadth, and a capacity to take 3 million barrels of crude. The vessel was spotted by the Nigerian Navy Maritime Domain Awareness Facility and the Nigerian Navy Inshore Patrol Craft, NNS GONGOLA, probed the legitimacy of her presence in the Total Safe Anchorage, which is operated by Akpo Field. Following the interrogation, the captain of MT HEROIC IDUN duly responded to NNS GONGOLA and further stated that his vessel was without relevant clearance to operate in the field. The vessel was thereafter ordered to turn around and follow NNS GONGOLA to Bonny Anchorage, pending when she will be cleared for loading by NNPC Limited. However, she bluntly declined on the claims that she had been told by her agent not to take directives from the Nigerian Navy Ship. Thereafter, she engaged full speed southwards towards the Sao Tome and Principe maritime area in a bid to evade arrest. Apart from refusing lawful arrest, the captain of the vessel made a broadcast of false piracy attack call to the International Maritime Bureau Piracy Reporting Center to mislead mariners that NNS GONGOLA was a pirate vessel and possibly concoct an alibi for her desperate action. On the piracy alert, the Nigerian Navy also got through to the Nigerian Navy, through international collaboration, alerted relevant piracy reporting centers through Crest-Mayo and ECOWAS Zone F Cotonou, which is headed by Nigerian Navy officers, for the alert to be cancelled immediately, which was of course done by INE. Suffice to state that Nigeria has not recorded any piracy attack in its waters in over 1 year. Hence, this mischievous act by MT Heroic IDUN was clearly aimed at tarnishing the good image of the maritime domain of Nigeria, which we have worked very hard to achieve and sustain. The Nigerian Navy therefore invoked the collaboration of neighboring Equatorial Guinea through the Yaoundé architecture to arrest the vessel. With the aid of the Nigerian Navy surveillance facility, MT Heroic IDUN was tracked, and the Equatorial Guinean amphibious ship Captain David was therefore vectored to intercept and arrest the fleeing ship on 12 August 2022. Fortunately, MT Heroic IDUN was held at the Luba Anchorage in Bioko Island, Equatorial Guinea, while the country conducted her own investigations owing to some infractions the vessel had also committed in the country's waters. While this were going on, the formal request was made to transfer the vessel to Nigeria, as mentioned during the press briefing on 19 August 2022. This was followed by diplomatic overtures and negotiations towards achieving the transfer of Heroic IDUN to Nigeria. Suffice to add that both Nigeria and Equatorial Guinea are signatories to the Code of Conduct concerning the repression of piracy, armed robbery against ships, and illicit maritime activity in West and Central Africa of 2013, commonly referred to as the Yaoundé Code of Conduct. The code is backed by appropriate United Nations Security Council resolutions and provides a platform for information sharing as well as coordination among signatories. This includes handover of vessels or persons suspected to have committed offences in each other's states. It was based on this, therefore, that MT Heroic IDUN was brought back to Nigeria from Equatorial Guinea on 12 November 2022. The smear campaign put up by the ship in the media space in a fierce attempt to rubbish the transfer process by falsely gaining international support or sympathy was thus bound to fail, and perhaps an indication that the vessel has a case to answer. Accordingly, on 6 November 2022, the vessel was handed over to Nigeria by Equatorial Guinea. Subsequently, she passed off Equatorial Guinea waters under Nigerian Navy escort on 11 November and arrived off Bonny Offshore Terminal 2 on 12 November 2022. MT Heroic IDUN is presently in the custody of the Nigerian Navy, and based on legal opinion and analysis, the super tanker could be said to have committed the following offences against the Nigerian state. 1. Attempt to deal in export crude oil without license or authorization. 2. Entering the restricted zone around an oil field without authorization and force, violating Nigeria's exclusive economic zone regulations. 3. Falsely accusing a Nigerian Navy ship of piracy on the international maritime reporting platforms after having communicated with the Nigerian Navy ship without ambiguity about her identity. therefore violating sections of the Suppression of Piracy and Other Maritime Offences Act 2019. 4. Violation of all lawful instructions at sea from maritime law authorities, as well as Nigeria's miscellaneous acts and other associated national and international laws ascribed to by Nigeria. And finally, 5. Violation of custom and immigration laws as exceeded by Nigeria regarding the operations of Akpo Oil Terminal, being an oil installation in the Nigerian Exclusive Economic Zone. At this juncture, the Nigerian Navy wishes to enjoin the media, well-meaning Nigerians, and well-wishers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to note the actual occurrence regarding NT HEROIC IDUN, for which she is now under custody of the Navy for prosecution. Please disregard rumors, mischievous and fictitious articles being circulated by enemies of the state in a bid to cause chaos and discredit the efforts of the Nigerian Navy and indeed of Nigeria. The Navy also acknowledges with immense gratitude the role played by the government of Equatorial Guinea in the arrest and transfer of MT HEROIC IDUN to Nigeria. Equally, the Nigerian Navy acknowledges the untiring efforts of the Federal Ministries of Defense, Foreign Affairs, and Justice in the actualization of the return of this vessel to Nigeria. The Navy assures Nigerians that in accordance with its statutory responsibilities and drawing strength from the strategic directives of the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Zubairu, Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, the service will maintain a posture of zero tolerance to crude oil theft and other criminal activities in our maritime domain. The Navy shall continue to work in synergy with other maritime stakeholders, Gulf of Guinea states, navies, and strategic partners to ensure that Nigeria derives maximum benefit from its natural maritime endowments. Thank you for your attention.